Alright everybody, right, this Mac 4, this is what I'm pulling you in on now because I've obviously put back paneling. I mean, this is your video really. I mean, you're going to see bits of me working down here doing spot welding, stuff like that. And I'm doing trunkings here, stuff like that. I've got it, all this is on video, what I'm doing, what I'm not doing. And but what you see with me at times, and you see me just flashing on with welding and stuff like that, what you've got to bear in mind is like here, I've got this is an extinguisher. They're all about me all the time. And I mean, in this workshop there's plenty of extinguishers and plenty of facilities to fight fires. So what I'm saying to you is, you might be messing in your garage or whatever welding like that. Well, don't just wade in. I've been doing it for years and years and years, and there's an art and there's things you watch for. And I mean, I've even mentioned in one of the videos regarding tank, this tank completely bone dried. Don't do anything daft and blow yourself up. Right, now just pay attention, watch what I'm doing, but just also pay attention, always have an extinguisher, and also make sure you've got all protection on your mask on. You know, if you want breathing, make sure you've got breathing on if that's what you want, stuff like that. But basically, look after your scent. I know you watch what I do, I know you pick tips up off me, right? But your own health and safety is down to yourself. So take care and just take precautions. And like I said, welding produces fire, and when fire gets on, it can get on. So make sure you're just taking precautions regarding it. Right, so we'll carry on with video and I'll keep fetching you in. Cheers. Right, fetching you back in everybody. I'm just going to obviously this is tacked up here. I'll just put a bit more heat onto the MIG. Simple reason being, I just want it to puddle a bit easier. So I'm just going to buzz across here. For them who aren't familiar with the channel, you'll get just I know how to weld and stuff like that. I don't just fetch somebody in and I'll have to move that light. She's affecting my mask. Here we go. Right, here we go. Just trying to get my puddles a bit flatter, to be honest. And again, right, there we go. I mean, obviously you can all get just to what I'm up to. I mean, some of you might be panicking out tank. Don't worry, tank's bone dry, been bone dry for months, so we're not concerned over that. But I'll go along, but it's very, very critical, this joint, this weld here, because this is going to take it in an impact. Obviously we've got spots here, but as I follow this video on, you'll see more and more. But I'm just fetching in and out. I'm just trying to make the video interesting for you, so you've got. For all my welds here, you can see I've pre-drilled them up, and then when I've done that, I clean them off with a drill. Just use an air drill, with a spot welder in, and then that's it. That's how we go. If you give yourself a bit of a distance with each one, you'll not get it metal too hot. I mean, I'm still probably a bit high on me, but I'm like serious with it. I mean, I don't know if you can hear me, but I've just knocked Mig up a bit, and I don't even know if you can see me there, but I'm just trying to keep you at low for it. I'll let that cool now, and I'll keep pitch back in a bit. So see you in a bit. Right, I'm bringing it all back on Zodi. Right, I've made these pieces here, and I've just done them. I've done them with shrink and stretch, a bit of tweak, get shape. Now these outer for here, this bad rail that's no good. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to clean down these joints here, get wire brush or something like that in it. Give them a good clean down, find spot welds, undrill them, and then that's like this section here. So I know I've got a few tweaks to do and messing about, but that'll make upright, and then I'm going to get a dolly. I'll set a dolly up to height I want, foot thing, and I'll just dolly over that short edge, you know, and then I've got shape, and then that's it. So I've done the same this side. This isn't bad at all, but I'll tell you where I think a lot of these issues come from. Under here, there's an hole on both sides on these Mach 4s. I've just noticed it, and I don't think they've drilled that one, and I reckon Ford designed it to probably take a little bit of water into the boot there. And it would have probably helped stop some of this water congregating in seal. It might have helped seal. It probably would have got less in by that than what's probably builds up and overflows into it. I mean, this is just exactly the same as you can see. I mean, I'll bring mine a bit further, a bit of look. And then that's the outer edge. Like I said to the other side, I'm going to dolly them over. And that's it. I might even make some of them because I bet people probably want it. I mean, if I ever get a minute in my life, but I doubt that happening. And then I'm going to see what rectification work I've got to do here. And then I'll drill through and spot them on. Well, I'm probably going to have to drill through to get these off. So, and then obviously tidy it ends up, seam sealed round. Obviously this had a repick, that were an old quarter, repick one off an old car. So that's resolved that one. That side wasn't too bad at all. And then we'll get all this in here shiltsed up. And all seam sealed and shiltsed up. And then that's... Forget about that bit, that's that. So hopefully I'll get cracked on with this, and let's see if I can get these out at way today, or best part of them, and then that should be enders with back end. Obviously I've got to clean my welds up, but I'll fetch you back in a bit, let you keep me going on what I'm doing. I mean, I might have to split this video, but let's see. Cheers everybody. Right everybody, I'm bringing you back in here. I've ripped old rail off edge, which you saw in that previous video. And then obviously I've just front spot welds, got it off it. It needs a bit of repair work here, so I'll mould a bit of something in bead roller for that. And then when we've done that, I'll just bob you down a minute there, see if I can get something like. So that's just a bit here for Robinson this, but it'll do, I think. I think I might be able to get you on. Right, hold on, let's try and tip you over. So, right, that's my edge. And then this bit here, that is what you saw earlier, what I showed you. That goes onto there. I've got a dolly edge on yet. Just take tip of it. And then that'll just go like that. So that, and then obviously I'm going to tip it over like, so it's like the boat here, you know, so it's like the panel. I'm going to just put an edge on. I'll just dolly that on. I can get away with it. And then obviously we've got exactly the same here. You know, I've done, this will all be repaired. I'm going to repair this channel now, make a few little holes here for you. And then that's that out of the way. They went seals in, theoretically. We should get the job right. You know, well, it should stop problem. Well, it is a problem because it's eating car. So it stops it eating car, but like, so that'll go up there. Then obviously when I've made my channel, clip that on here. I don't know how much you can see from there, but I'm just trying to show you as much as I possibly can. And then that's that one. Same again, dollied over, tidy these few slots up, get exact shape, make sure that everything locks in, everything does job. And it's another part of the corrosion gone for good. So just a quick look down how it's going to all work, you know, and I'll just keep repairs on here now, on inside, dolly that all, and then that's that. So I'll pull you back in a bit, and we'll get a video out for you for tomorrow, I'm sure. Well, I might say for tomorrow, it could be any day, I'm saying that, fucking it. Right, just fetching it all in just to show you this bit. Right, this piece here, you're not going to really see me, but this is it's about 11 mil. It's 10 mil, but it's strong. It's 10 mil strong. So I've put this edge over here. I've bent that edge. That's what traps your seal. These are my shape I now need. I know I've got everything what I want. I mean, obviously I'm going to weld these, just sort them out before I do it and clean it up. So all you've got to do with that is obviously that's just a right angle you saw before. Over that, I mean, and then just drag it over edge gently, just tap downhill like that, and then once you've got that, I mean, I know I've got a million hammers, right, and that's a flat hammer but also I've got a proper planisher, like to drop them flat. But that's all you need to do. But if you look here, that's just a piece of 10 mil. I put it under a piece of oak underneath it. That's purely so as I'm hitting it, I'm not going down. So just worth adding into the video. So some of you might fancy your chances with it, but it's these other ways of putting that on, but then when I want to shrink and stretch around here to get what I want, it causes me all sorts of aggravation. So I'll leave it at that for you, and it's worth adding to the video. Right, drag you back in last time, because what I've done here, I don't know how well you can see me or whatever, I've tried best with camera. I've dropped channels in, same, this one, that one. As you can see, valance is all spot welded up. We're all spot welded up here. We've tacked the inner part of the back wing on, same this side. And we've got repairs remaining in that channel. But the reason I put these in now is for a simple reason, is they're exact replicas of others. So I can clamp them up. I know they fit. I know that's right. So anything I'm making from here on out, I mean, I'll be able to salvage some of this rail. I'm going to have them in exact right place. If you start hacking it all out, I mean, I don't know how well you can see me in a minute. You hack it all out, you start ripping it all to pieces, you've got no datums, no to work on. So I'll do a bit of a beaming on here and show you. Right, now, have you on photo, so get a bit nearer. This were these pieces I dollied over, which were meant to shape now. They're all obviously, they've all been welded up to sorted out, and as you can see, there's repairs to finish here. So that's how I work. It's exactly the same on the other side. I can show you the other side. It also gives you a bit of a shot at like spot welds on end. Just same, goes round corner, does what it's supposed to do. Leaves me that gives me a datum for all these pieces, which I'm just going to run it through a bead roller. So what I'm going to do for you now is I'm going to obviously piece them up today. I'm going to finish up. I've got a few little repairs up in corner I've had to mess about with. Same on that side there. And then I'm going to do a follow-up video on it. And what I'll do, I'll catch rest at a bit of fabrication, because it'll probably not be that long, that one. And just a few tacks in or whatever I'm doing. Clean all up, prime, shilts in, what is it? Stone chip and shilts in bolt floor. And then that's about it. So, I mean, well, bit more hands-on this one. A bit more practical for you, showing you a bit more. I'll just point out here, I've got these bits. Like cause, I'll just put a bigger hole in, spot them back, that'll be that. A lot of people go all the way around that. Well, you don't need it, it's clamped at the panel, your strength's here for an impact. That bit will be detrimental from there to there anyway. So, what is it, three or four tacks on there. That'll be more than enough, you know, but you don't have to put all heating distort wing. Give us a like anyway. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more stuff like this. And, well, share the video about and pass a comment, you know it is. And hopefully I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Catch you all later. See you.